gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't believe it. We finally have a roadmap, everybody. We finally have a roadmap. We have phases and roads and maps. So Dad, we're going on a road trip. Yes, son, we're going on a road trip. Where are we going? I don't know. How long is it going to take there? Days. How many days? I don't know. Is it 4 days? I don't know. 5 days? I don't know. 200 days? Nobody knows. Steve Sisolak doesn't know. The Phantom knows, but not Steve Sisolak. Holy cow, everybody. My name is Steven, and I am not leaving Las Vegas, and I'm pretty mad right now, because I just, around 5:20 p.m. tonight, Governor Steve Sisolak decided to turn on his cameras, kinda. They had terrible audio the entire time. Even I give a damn about the audio. I'm serious. I care about the audio quality. Whoa, Vegas Mooch, thank you so much. Yes, Vegas Mooch breaking the news before even I could. Steve Sisolak. Oh, where do I even start? Where do I even start? I have a headache just thinking of it. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. And I've seen some bad live streams before. But when you got constant feedback from the microphone, it's looping in, the main audio is looping in, there's a constant echo. That's the first problem. How am I supposed to concentrate on the most powerful man in the state of Nevada? And then secondly, you have no plan, man. You have no plan. You say you have a roadmap. You don't have a roadmap. Here's the roadmap, right? Hey, look, I unfold the roadmap and I go, I'm going to connect the dots. I'm going to drive from Anaheim to New York. That means I have to go through California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado. I got to go all the way across the country. And they say, well, okay, first phase in the plan, go to Nevada. What's after that? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You're going to New York? Maybe. I don't know. There's no roadmap. This guy had no plan. This guy was completely clueless. This guy should not be on television, my friends. I'm sorry. He really shouldn't be on TV. They tried to do a press conference like Andrew Cuomo or Donald Trump, and those guys have a few things. They have charisma. They know how to speak to an audience. I swear to God, Steve Sisolak looked like he was two Krispy Kremes in a coffee with triple sugar away from having a heart attack. I thought maybe the guy had COVID because he was constantly labored and beleaguered in his speaking, not speaking, trying to speak as clearly as he could for a guy that looks like he obviously is in bad health. And he's trying to outline a plan, which is not a plan. And he's just, well, how many phases are there? Well, we're in phase one. When the phase one starts on May 15th. And then we're in phase one again. And then we're back to another phase. And it's absolutely ridiculous. It was a joke. And it turns out he literally said at one point during the press conference, I don't know how many phases there are. How many phases are there? I don't know. Well, when do we go past? Well, phase one won't start until May 15th. And the casinos won't open in phase one. And phase one should last 2 to 3 weeks. So now you got your answer. The casinos open sometimes after June 1st, June 7th. Well, what if phase one takes 2 months? Okay. July 15th. What if phase one takes 2 weeks? Well, here's another good thing. Let's say phase one is working in every single county except for, I don't know, a county with the least amount of people in the whole state of Nevada. Guess what? Everybody else can't open because a county that might have a population of 200 is going to hold back Clark County and Washoe County and Carson and everything else. There's no plan, my people. I hate it. I'm sorry. I haven't watched the whole video. Maybe the video gets better. There was large gaps in the video where there was supposed to be a question and answer, and he's literally telling somebody to speak louder into a speakerphone because he can't hear them, and we can't hear them because they can't get an audio-visual team. Whoa, Denver! How you doing, Denver? Thank you so much, Denver Dahlia. Thank you so much. Guys, can I get 330 thank yous to Denver? There is no plan. And then they have, 15-year-old kids asking the governor questions. Why do you have 15-year-old kids asking the governor questions? No offense to the 15-year-old kids. I'm all for children having a chance to experience things, but this isn't what do you want to do when you grow up day. This isn't career day. This is get the Associated Press, get the Las Vegas Sun, get the Review Journal, get the Reno Gazette out there to ask him serious questions. He was completely unprepared, and it was a complete train wreck and an absolute total mess. And I just can't get over it. I can't get over the lack of leadership. I've tried in the last few days to say that SISOLAK probably has some kind of an idea as to what's going on, but it became painfully evident today that he is as in the dark as anybody else on this whole thing. He's not taken the time or the resources that I can tell to get with private industry to try to spearhead an initiative to share data between all the regions. Whoa, distinctively Canadian. Thank you so much for that. Guys, 372 thank yous to distinctively Canadian. And don't dislike the video because of the content of what I'm talking about. Please dislike it or like it because I'm giving you the information. So as a Vegas resident, here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? More people than ever are cooped up. Apparently, the dentist's offices are going to open up soon. Things are going to open up soon. But the more and more I talk to people, I had an opportunity to speak to a state senator today, and he said the exact same thing. He is seriously concerned with the mental mindset of people. He's really worried about how people are going through this transition phase where they're locked up and they're losing their businesses. And I can't even get over to tell you this. Small businesses are losing their livelihoods, and their employees are going to lose their jobs. And when they lose their jobs and they can't get unemployment, crime rates go up because people get desperate and they break this thing called cognitive dissonance, which is where you know you shouldn't do something, but you have to do it. And so our mental states get fragile. And we're at a point where I can't live like this much longer. I don't know about you, but Steve SISOLAK, man, I'm ranting, I'm raving. Now that somebody's going to say, you stupid. He's doing it for the health. Yeah, okay, I understand he's doing it for the health, you know? The questions were stupid. This is what Patty says. The questions were stupid and asked what he already said. I was yelling so loud, I'm done with this. A lot of people are going to check out of our democratic process. I'm not saying our Democratic Party. I'm saying our democratic process, okay? The process of being a part of the system. This is how you get what's called voter apathy, where they say, I don't give a damn anymore. I'm just not voting. And when you don't vote, you vote for both sides, essentially. And this is what's going to happen. And I don't understand what the state Democratic Party, and now I am talking about Democrats, I don't understand how they figure that this is leadership, because these people are titans in their communities. That's how they get elected. That's how they're supposed to have experience. And he even bragged during that press conference about how he can work down to the county level. And, he says like, oh, well, most people don't know this, but I'm the only I'm the only governor in the United States that came from a county seat. That's not something you put on your resume right now. You don't want to say that. You don't want to say that. Donald Trump was never in government, but he told people he'd put the best people around him. And whether or not you think he did or not, I say that we get a lot of results when we got private industry like Tesla and stuff manufacturing face masks and alcohol distilleries in Tennessee making hand sanitizer. Whoa, Okerlund, I missed that. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. The governors and his party have now made this 100% political, and his party are trying to bring America to its knees as clear as the day is long. Whoa, that is a huge statement. Herbert says, I know I should have watched this stream, but I keep showing up and super chatting every night. Oh, Herbert, that's too nice of you. Thank you guys. 485 likes for Oakland and Herbert. Thank you guys so much. I am like, look, I'm not going to go to a protest. And Facebook is starting to shoot down protests. And if I say protest in this video too many times, it might take my video away on YouTube, because we're apparently not even supposed to demonstrate anymore our people power, our will of the people to peacefully demonstrate our thoughts, because that's taken away from us. And this is... I was listening to an interview with the governor of South Carolina today. Did you know she's like, somebody rang my doorbell and told me to come outside, and I saw the fire trucks and I thought there was a big problem, and it turns out they were throwing me a parade. They love their governor in South Carolina. Now, I know it's not the same as Las Vegas, but we have all the technology here. We have all of it. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, going to be a destination, it sounds like, not Las Vegas. They're going to lose so much money over this. Matt Morrissey, thank you so much, Matt. Guys, 515 likes for Matt Morrissey. I was watching this thing going, I bet you I could take a 15-year-old kid who spent time live streaming a Twitch stream over doing the video games. I could put him in charge of this press conference and make it a better press conference. Consistent audio problems, consistent video problems. I thought at one point somebody had, maybe they were hosting it on Zoom and somebody had like bombed it because you had a guy saying something to the effect over the video of, it was something like, what do we got? 1 plan, 2 phases, 10 phases, 12 phases? No, that was a question that was coming in. And he doesn't know how many phases. You don't know how many phases? You don't know how many phases, then you don't have a plan. No, my friends, you don't have a plan. When you have no plan, failing to plan is planning to fail. There, I said it. Failing to plan is planning to fail. And they don't have a plan right now. And I would like to interview these best doctors and these top experts that he has surrounding him. I mean, it sounds like they might just be a bunch of sycophants. If you don't know the term, it stands for people that will tell you what you want to hear to make you feel good about yourself and prop you up. And, you know, I don't know why this is happening here, because when I moved to this state in 2004, this place was a business-friendly place. Yeah, mind you, we were in the middle of, at the tail end of a tech.com bubble and in the beginning of a massive housing crisis. But even through 2008, it didn't get this bad. And after the 2017 October 1st incident, it didn't get this bad. It's never been this bad before. And it can't last like this for a long time. And mark my words, there's going to be people coming in. You're going to have foreign ownership of companies buying out casinos. You're going to lose this thing. And once you lose this thing that's so distinctively American, this amazing novel idea called Las Vegas, this amazing, awesome place that is Sin City, once you lose the concept of all that, then it's not Sin City anymore. It's just something that they can buy and they can market and they can rubber stamp and they can brand all over the world. And then we've diminished ourselves as a tourist destination. And I've seen people on my chats, in my comments, saying Vegas is done. It's bankrupted. It's over. And guys, I don't know what to tell you. I would consider myself to be like an independent person with some conservative ideas about how money should work and stuff like that. Like, I'm not one for massive social welfare programs. I've worked every single day of my life since the better part of 2006. Every day starting off at zero, trying really, really hard to make something happen for myself. And to this very day, I still do that. And I've worked really, really hard for a really long time. And now, because of the actions of a few, it's just going to be destroyed in this town that has so much to offer. So much to offer. But what do you do? What do you say? I don't know. And what strikes me as interesting is that, you know, what strikes me as interesting is that it seems like nobody's thinking of the smaller people. Nobody's saying, well, you know what, we have to open up in factories and they can have 25% capacity to manufacture things. And I've been, Gail asks, what's the light at the end of the tunnel? I don't know anymore, Gail, because I've been doing things on hope and on being happy and about this is going to end soon. But when there's no plan, okay, how's this? You go to your doctor. You say, doctor, I have a problem every time I do this. And the doctor says, well, you most likely have terminal cancer. And you go, what? He goes, well, it might be terminal. It might not be terminal. And you say, well, that's a good news. And he says, yeah, that is good news. And you say, well, what do I do about it? And he says, well, the good news is we know what you have. And you say, oh, great. And he says, the bad news is we don't know how long it'll take to treat. And you say, okay, well, that's not good. And he goes, well, the other good news is that we have a plan. And you say, great, what's the plan? And he says, we have no plan. It's 17 phases long, or it might be 4, and it might take 2 years to treat, and it might never be treated. And you're going, you're the worst doctor. Why did I even come in here? And that's what happened on the news. Steve Sisolak had no plan. Gail says Republican for some reason. Okay, Gail, whatever that means. You guys have a problem with people who want to say that they're conservative. That's fine. But you know what? I am a centrist, and I'm not mind saying it. I like the person with the best ideas and the best plans. And for the record, I don't think that Steve Sisolak has the best ideas and the best plans right now. I really don't. I don't think that he has any ideas or any plans. But I think that there's also governors on the registered Republican side that don't have any plans right now. But at least they're trying to offer some sort of hope to people. And we don't even have any hope here. So that's very frustrating. That's all it is. This black cat is driving me crazy. But everybody's mad right now. So what can we glean out of this? We can glean that there's people that are trying to do something, maybe, possibly. We have all of the casinos trying to open up at some point. Unfortunately, we have a governor that doesn't want to give a spot to open up. So what he literally said today, if you're just joining us, we're talking about SISOLAK'S lack of a plan, the roadmap to nowhere. We're talking about that. So he says that phase one, and he alluded to us being in phase one. And then he said, we're not in phase one yet. That starts on May 15th. Okay, fair enough. And then he said, well, the casinos won't open in phase one. That'll happen after phase one. And then phase one will last at least 2 to 3 weeks. So now we're looking at June 1st. Oh, thank you, Paul. That's very nice of you. So now we're looking at June 1st to possibly June 7th, if not June 15th, or who knows how long phase one takes. Crazy, right? How do you plan for something you've never experienced or gone through? There is no blueprint. This is a world pandemic. It's far from over, Ray says. Yeah, I'm not really buying that, Ray. And I'm going to point to exhibit number A being Sweden and exhibit number B being Germany. I'm going to point to 2 places that have massive progress on this thing. I'm going to point to different states. I'm going to point to different states where they're already letting people go back to work. You see, because what you guys need to understand here is that this is actually above and beyond all else. It's not a casino issue. I mean, it's a casino issue for you guys because you don't live here and you want to come here and you want to experience the Strip, and we want to have you. At least I know I do. But it's another thing altogether when people are out of work. Barbershops are closing, hair salons are closing, nail salons are closing, distributorships are closing. People that do janitorial work, cleaning, handymen, they're closing. People that do all sorts of jobs, I can name jobs for the next 90 minutes straight, they're closing. They don't have any ability to go do their work because if they open their doors for business, they have the state come in and say, you're non-essential and you're closing yourselves down. So there is that. So that's what I don't have any idea about. Okay? So, yeah, we're in a Western alliance. We have a plan not to have a plan. That's what it is. So, how do you like that? And what's interesting is with my wife, my wife is from a place that had to overthrow a brutal kind of martial law style of dictatorship in the 1980s. And they had something called the People's Revolution in that country. And it's where these people were revolting against Ferdinand Marcos, who became basically president for life in the Philippines by rewriting the Constitution. And he did that. And so there was a big, huge revolt. It was generally peaceful. They didn't have bloodshed in the streets. But the people shut down the busiest thoroughfare in Manila, a city of about 18 million people. It makes most cities in North America look small. Manila does in the Philippines. And so she said one day, the people get the kind of government that they elect to power. So if the people elect to power bad leadership, then unfortunately we deserve bad leadership. And I'm not in any position to be governor. That's fine. But like I said to you guys, okay, I'm a centrist. Okay, on one end of the spectrum, I think that there's too many people with mental health issues and that the government should pay for those people to get medications and people shouldn't live in advent disgusting poverty. But on the other end, I say that I've gone to work every single day for the past how many dozen plus years without having anything at the end of the day and having to make my own by the end of the day, or else I go home hungry and I can't pay my bills. And when that didn't work for me, I had to try something different. So there's 2 exact opposite ends of the spectrum. So you guys somebody called me a Republican. Guys, look, if you're one way and you're the other, you're a balanced human being. And that's how a lot of people used to be, right? I don't know. Sweden is not on the other side. They have almost more deaths per capita than anywhere. They made the decision to trust their citizens. Yeah, except that they have herd immunity, Ray. So there is that. But I didn't come in here to screw up your day and make you upset. I just came in here to say that we're on a slow train to nowhere in this state. And if we don't try to do something with private industry and get businesses involved and try our best to track things and try our best for new therapeutics, then we're going to be in a world of hurt, because this city is directly dependent on tourism. And without tourism, we might as well not even exist. That's it. That's all there is to it. So we have to realize that in order to open up tourism, we have to become a place that is able to understand the problem better than anywhere else. And then we're able to summarize a solution better than anywhere else. And that's the two things that you have to do to be better than everybody else, okay? If you want to be the best at something, figure out how somebody else is doing it and then make it better. Steve Jobs did this with the iPhone. Steve Jobs did this with the iPhone. See, you say the iPhone was the first smartphone? Bull. That's a lie. The iPhone was not the first smartphone. No, the Palm Pilot existed before the iPhone, and the Apple Newton existed before the Palm Pilot did. But Steve Jobs looked at the Palm Pilot and said, this hunk of junk with a stylus and a screen that doesn't work very well, I'm going to make something beautiful out of this. And so he took what worked out of the Palm, and he took it and he made it better, and he revolutionized an entire industry, if not an entire world, with the smartphone. Now we all carry around supercomputers in our pockets. Herbert, thank you so much. Herbert, I don't want to make people mad, and it looks like they're getting mad at me, so what can I tell you? Poker Junkie is here. Herbert, thank Herbert 619 times. Nevada buys Governor SISOLAK new $10 million foreign jet. I don't know about that, Poker. I'd have to look it up. That sounds pretty sensationalistic, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound pretty crazy? William says that the BlackBerry was the first smartphone, but that's not correct at all. Research in Motion made pagers with keyboards on them. So, you know what? Steve SISOLAK, private jet. That would be interesting if that was true. Lawmakers approved millions to replace decades-old state planes with penthouse on. Wow. The Nevada Independent reports good news. Here we have it here. Wow, that looks like $14 million on planes. Wow. So Steve SISOLAK has a brand new $14 million plane. And I can't talk to a realtor that's not freaked out about what's happening 6 months from now. Good work. Good work, everybody. Good work. And I don't have a plan. Wall Street Warlord says I have a plan. What the hell is my plan? I'm just some guy with a camera who's going to get hated on after this live stream because people are going to tell me, you're a Republican. Dude, are you serious? Do you look at the news? Do you see that there's so many things going on in this world? Do you really want to segment people and compartmentalize them? I'll tell you one thing. If World War III ever broke out, it wouldn't matter what side of the spectrum you were on because you would want to fight with your fellow country people. So why don't you consider this World War III? We're only fighting against a foreign invisible thing that's going to kill a lot of people. Oh, but hey man, wear that blue or wear that red. Yeah, good for you. You're doing great. You're really giving solutions to the world. Oh, man. Anyways, guys. Hey, when's Vegas going to open? Nobody knows. Nobody will ever know. Ever. There is no unity anymore, April. We're all just left versus right. One more person accuses me of being one side or the other right now. Just... I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because there, and then you want to go this side versus that side. It's like some people had a parade on the Strip. It was a guy named Kevin Wall, I think, and he's on AM 840 KXNT. And then it was, I think, Wayne Allen Root, who is a conservative radio talk show host on Newsmax, and he has a syndicated talk show. Whoa, Black Cane, thank you, my man. That is so nice of you, Black Cane. Guys, 630 thank yous for Black Cane. And how did they frame it? They framed it, conservative Trump supporters have a parade on the Strip and get shut down because they're threatening the civil rest of the city. Okerlund, thank you so much. That is nice of you, Okerlund. 630 thank yous to Okerlund. But why did they frame it that way? They had a bunch of people behind them that didn't have any political affiliation, that just wanted to get their jobs back. And this is so crazy, man. This is so crazy. So, But what do you guys think? If you guys think I'm completely stupid, tell me in the comments. Do you think I'm completely stupid and I've gone loco? And I'm not. I probably look like how you guys saw Carolyn Goodman the other day. But how crazy does she look now? How crazy does Carolyn look now when the governor has zero plans for anything? At least she wants to do something. But you guys could tell me that that I am one thing or I am another. I don't know. It's crazy, right? If people had sheltered in place the first 2 weeks, we wouldn't be here, but society is too shellfish, Eric says. Well, that could be partially true, but, who knows what 2 weeks would have done? You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows, right? No one is going to tolerate going to a casino that has become a glorified hospital. This is very true. I agree. And I'm just frustrated. This black cat won't stop bugging me because he knows that there was food in this room. But there's no more food, baby. I love you. And, it's very frustrating. I think, whoa, Dan! I've never seen Dan Casas before. Thank you, Dan. 632 thank yous to Dan. 632 thank yous to Dan. Guys, I am not telling anybody to go and protest in a big group because that would be stupid. I don't want people to get sick with anything. And even though they say that 95% of people under a certain age group is going to get really sick, and you only hear about the people that are incredibly sick, right? Isn't this true? You only hear about the cases where it'll say it in the news here. It'll be like MGM Resorts employee who spent, 90 days in intensive care warns about coronavirus. And then you got to think about it this way. I went to the Consumer Electronics Show. People apparently went home and got really sick, but they didn't run to the hospital and jump on ventilators because the cases you hear about are the cases where they say so and so is incredibly sick. So how long does it take to train society to do anything? How long does it take to train society to learn how to do anything? Can you train a society to stay inside all day long? And can you train people to do that? I mean, I don't know. It seems like we're being trained like that right now. But guess what? The sun will come out tomorrow. Good luck, everybody says. This is true. I watch your videos. You do an awesome job. You know why I didn't do a video today? I didn't do a video today because SISOLAK was supposed to come out today, and he was supposed to do a news conference. So you figure he's going to do it in the middle of the news cycle so we can all have some kind of talking points to discuss this evening. Instead, he does it at the very tail end of the day when the news cycle is closing. That's what happens with these things. Take a look at the news, okay? I want you to pay close attention to when major things happen and break in the news. If they want to bury it, they do it at the end of the day or especially on a Friday. Now, mind you, he did it today on a Thursday, so I give him all of that. But it was such a you-know-what show. It was such a terrible joke. I can't get likes. Apparently, I'm not very likable tonight, but I have a record number of viewers in here. No, Mike Dawson, you always ask that. It says live stream right on it, my friend. So we're always live when it says live stream. Yeah, so Sweden has a different philosophy by letting the virus go through the population. Over half the deaths were over 80. They kept their economy. New York State, guys, SC from South Carolina, maybe. SC has a cat. Hey, guys, 648 thank yous to SC. Wow, guys. Okay, so in New York State, 25% of all of the deaths were from elderly people in old folks' homes. And you know what's funny? In 1995, the city of New York had this awesome plan for getting rid of the graffiti. And what they did was they took the trains in the subway, and they would take a train, and then they would clean it and move it to the front. And now the front train's clean, and they take the back one, clean it, move it to the front. They would cycle the trains. But in New York City, they haven't figured out a way to clean the trains. But it looks like they did that with graffiti back in 1995. Well, JR, thank you guys so much. JR says that I should respect the healthcare workers and stay inside. Well, that's an interesting take on it, JR. I agree with you there, JR. Hey, that's awesome, and I appreciate that, and that's cool and all. And how many of you guys know healthcare workers? Can you chime in with your personal stories of what they're telling you it's like? Distinctively Canadian is telling me to laugh. I'm laughing that Derek says this thing that finally got people to protest in the streets is not being able to eat Chuck E. Cheese instead of having some fluff happening in Congress. That's a good point. Yeah, people are protesting in the streets about not being able to go out to a pizza parlor. Distinctively Canadian keeps telling me, "Ooh, Evan's mom is here. How's your kid doing? How's Evan doing?" Thank you, Evan's mom. That's very kind to you. Wow, my goodness. 665 thanks for you. Hi, honey. How are you? Yes, there's 665 people watching me. It's almost more than the governor had. Honestly, whoa, Charles Hall. Good golly, Miss Molly. If this gets up to 700, it's more than ever. All right, if you're just joining us, make sure you like, share, subscribe. We're tearing into the governor, Steve Sisolak, today because he doesn't have a plan. There's no plan. Hey guys, what would you like to do tonight? Let's watch a movie. Which movie do you want to watch? Well, I figure we'll start with Netflix, and then we'll jump to Hulu, and then we'll... Wait a minute, hold on. You want to watch a movie, right? Yes. Why don't you pick one of the services? No, we're just going to start with this one. Well, how long are we going to watch that one for? I don't know. An hour? An hour and a half? 3 days? No. Oh, guys, anyways, there's no plan. I can't think of a proper analogy. I can't think of a proper... New York subway, they sent the subway cars to Buffalo to be cleaned. That's hilarious. Why would you send your cars all the way up, like that, upstate to Buffalo or whatever it is? If it's downstate, I can't remember. I think if you live upstate, you live in like Syracuse or you live in like Rochester, right? Am I right with that? JR says that no Republican has a plan, except for all those states where they've have Republican governors and they've reopened. And at least they have people that have jobs. I just want a job. I just want to do my job. I just want to call a company that does business and wants to advertise their business, who has customers who aren't scared to death to leave their house, and have other businesses that can open up so they don't have to worry about it. We'll take 25% capacity. Look, if I tell you I have a pile of money on my desk and you can either have $20 of it or none of it, are you going to complain when I don't give you the whole thing? Or are you going to be so desperately starved that you just take $20 out of it? Because we're just asking for a 20 out of that stack of cash. That's all I want. Just give me $20 out of a stack of cash. And the truth is, guys, the governor might be totally right. We might have such a problem if we open right now. And we might end up in a world of hurt. But there's so many people that are just in a world of hurt already. So you got to get to the point where you say, what else is there to do? I don't know. The plan is to open for business. It's not the plan here. The plan is to wait 15 days, 15 to 21 days after the first phase. It doesn't start until possibly May 15th. And that's if we possibly have enough. That's possible. Who's this person? Zancy Pelosi. Breaking, I'm going to be a billionaire. How? No clue. I like Zancy Pelosi's style, but I don't have all the ice cream that Zancy Pelosi has, because ice cream is awesome. And I think what happens is that our leaders have good intentions, but they don't have good people around them. They have to hire good people to deliver their good intentions. Wall Street Warlord says, I'm a Republican. I'm a Republican and I have a plan. Fire Sisolak and hire. No, we're not doing that. And people will be crying and complaining that Uncle Mitch won't do nothing. Okay. Laid off of work and watching savings disappear with no UI insurance payments in 5 weeks. Whoa, Paul, thank you so much. I want to plan on getting a haircut. Yeah, no kidding. Me too. Guys, 639, thanks for Paul. And Okerlund is here, back on point. What's the best shrimp cocktail in Vegas? I don't eat seafood because it will kill me. I have an allergy to it. And but shrimp cocktail wise, you always got the Golden Gate downtown. Guys, you need to thank Paul and Okerlund and everybody else who's been awesome. So let's steer it towards, what would your plan be for the state of Nevada? What would your plan be? I mean, I could tell you my plan, but then you'll tell me I'm crazy like Carolyn Goodman, and so I don't want to be a crazy person. And if I tell you my plan, you'll accuse me of being some kind of a fascist, because it sounds more like the plan of people who, mark an R next to them, because I'm a centrist, and I'm okay with saying that I like the best ideas. Ann Scott! Thank you, Ann Scott! That is awesome of you, Ann Scott. You are awesome. Guys, 656 likes for Ann Scott. So what's your plan, guys? What's your plan? Johnny Yuma says he's buying a mug. Steven buying a house in Lake Mead, Arizona 65, south of Vegas. You're buying a house? Awesome. Good work, man. Good work. Take advantage of that. Low, everything. Sisolak is approaching this from his own perspective as an elderly person, which is why he's approaching this in such an overly and ridiculously cautious way. But then again, Carolyn Goodman is an older person, and she's just like, boom, just open it up. Just do it. Here's the keys to the city. What would you like? Victor says, let it all out. I'm ranting like a damn fool, and if it's the first time you're watching this channel, then you're going to be thinking that I'm an idiot. But I'm not an idiot. Sisolak was stupid to close the drive-in in North Las Vegas. What was the point of that? I don't know. And it gets to a point where I think massive control of the populace is a bad thing. June 4th, coming out to Vegas. That's my plan. Better open up, Steve-O says. I agree. Right now, we have people staying at home and getting paid more than they were working. Government welfare is going to make sure these employees don't even want to go back to work. That's a good point. I come from Canada. There's a pretty big welfare state in Canada where a lot of people will stay on welfare. I know women in Canada that had babies out of high school so they could get welfare, and then they have more babies so they can collect more welfare. And it's not a Canadian everybody does it problem, but I think one of the things that Bill Clinton did that was good back in the day was he made all of these reforms to the welfare system, and you had to actually have checks and balances to show that you were doing something to earn that, to try to find a job to get off of it. So before you tell me Republican, don't get serious. Get serious already. I'm frustrated with it. I'm frustrated with all that stuff. There's good ideas on both sides. We just don't like the extremes. You know, I'm not a fan of people who dress up in lacrosse gear and go and riot in what was it, South Carolina or North Carolina, where they did all that terrible stuff. And I'm not a big fan of people that throw mailboxes through windows in Seattle because they're protesting the rich people either. Nobody should be. You shouldn't be. Kissy Cat says, shut up and tell us about Vegas. What would you like me to tell you, Kissy? I mean, I've only done 21 of these in a row. Maybe I need to take a break. I'm not saying you said that. I'm saying maybe I'm saying that. Yeah, look at me. I'm an evil capitalist. Yep. I don't think you could be a stupid person if you're Steve Sisolak. You can't be a stupid person and get elected to be governor unless you're like some kind of weird puppet that's placed there. But, you know, what can I tell you? Well, here we go. 670 people are watching, and I've run out of gas already. All right, guys, so let's change the purview of the stream, and let's call it the real roadmap to recovery. What would the real roadmap to recovery be? So if you're just tuning in, you might want to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to tell you some thoughts that I have. And if you want to put an R or a D in front of me, I don't really care anymore, okay? So here's the thoughts that I have. Number one, if I were governor, how dare you? You're just an idiot. I know. I'm not a governor. You got no experience. I know. I got no experience. But if I were governor, I would immediately get all of the heads of the casino properties in a socially distanced room. In a socially distanced room. And I would sit them all down, and we'd have big plexiglass dividers. Because if I'm governor, I'm not spending $14 million on a private jet aircraft. What does he even need a private jet aircraft for? The flight from Reno to here is like 45 minutes. You don't need a private jet aircraft no matter how good your jet aircraft is. It still has crappy turbulence when you fly into Reno because of the mountains, trust me. I would get everybody in a private room. I would sit them all down, and I would say to all of the heads of the casinos, the owners like Sheldon Adelson, the people like Phil Ruffin, the CEOs of MGM Resorts International, I'd have Genting Gaming in there, and I'd say, what can we do to share information better? And I would have the Southern Nevada Health District and whatever the equivalent to the northern part of the state is in there. And I would have all of the people right down to the mayors of those cities. And I would make sure everybody took turns. And since everybody was compartmentalized with a little buzzer in front of them, we couldn't talk over people and we couldn't talk over each other. And I would have everybody chime in. Then we take all of our ideas for how we could share information and share all the things that's going on, and we take the best ideas and we would immediately implement them. And if I was the governor, I would have daily live streams. Hell, I can do a daily live stream, and I'm just some guy in a camera in Las Vegas without air conditioning in his room talking for 90 minutes. This might be longer than 90 minutes. I'm not promising anything. So I would get on the air every single day, and I would say, I'm your governor. I'm going to be here every single day at 2 o'clock. So by the time 5 o'clock rolls around, you can digest what we talked about. You can talk about it on the news. You can talk about it around the dinner table. And then by the time tomorrow rolls around, any information that's now outdated will be replaced with the new best information that we have. We're going to have up to the minute numbers on the amount of deaths, the amount of cases, where they're coming from, what their background is, and their contacts. You know, today they said the social tracing, they said that you're supposed to have 30 people per 100,000, and we have 2.5 people. They can't do their jobs. If I was the governor, I would train people or hire people or get some of those H-1B visas that they love so much. Both sides love the H-1B visas. We'll get those people to answer the phones. Whoa, Brianna, Drag Queen Slots, loves the channel and content. Thank you 657 times from the bottom of my oh, my heart. I was going to say my black heart, because right now I don't feel very good. But I would get everybody in a room and I would say, okay, so every day we're doing live updates for all of you so you can know what's going on. You can have an idea what's going on. And then the minute we saw the amount of discharges from a hospital, I said that funny, discharges from a hospital, when they start to climb over the amount of people that are in the hospital, I would slowly but surely open up rural Nevada. Rural Nevada, places where the population density is below a certain aspect and number, because that's most of the state. And I would put most of the state back to work to manufacture and do things. Okay, and we would use that as our petri dish. Okay, because it's a lot. Now there's a problem with that though. The main problem is that they have the rural healthcare system can oftentimes be a bit of a problem, right? So they don't, you might not get the same health that you have. So you provide them with doctors, you provide them with what they need, you set it up. Okay, we're not testing them as subjects, but we're monitoring them to be able to go back to work, to drive into the cities, to do jobs, to do things, okay? We're making sure that they're checked on a daily or every other day basis for symptoms, for asymptomatic symptoms that they might have. And then once the cities calm down a little bit, I put certain types of aspects of those cities back to work. Places where you can socially distance, like stores. The governor of Michigan is getting a lot of flack right now. And so I'm trying to tell you I'm right in the middle. Now, she's a Democrat, and she did things that were not really well explained. Like she would take a retail store with X amount of square feet, and she'd say you're only allowed this many people, and if you have too much square footage, you have to shut off certain aisles. So people showed up and couldn't buy paint or seeds, and they all went into a fit. And it was all picked up by the right side of the media as, look at how bad this governor is. You can't buy seeds in a store. But in reality, it was just that the store had to sacrifice something to get the people in the store. So if your big box retailer sells food, they're not going to sell seeds or paint right now. But if that little hardware store sold everything that you can have, anyways, it's a long story short. So I would open up the businesses that can open up. Okay. What does this say? I saw my name. Steven is a case study of a high intellect sorting through vast knowledge and making good sense of it all. Maybe, possibly. So then we would get with different technologies from around the world. Okay, we have companies that are multinational companies here. Multinational companies. MGM Resorts, Caesars International, Wynn Resorts, Las Vegas Sands Corporation, soon to be Genting Gaming. They all have their fingers in several continents around the world. Okay, they're all into technology. They are all trying as hard as they possibly can to always get the leg up technology wise. Why do you think that the Venetian is able to bring in all this cool technology about dealing with all this stuff, like thermal scanners and all that kind of thing? Get them to bring some of that technology here and make it safe for people. And slowly but surely start opening up small gaming establishments like they did in, I believe it was Italy at first. They had the bars opened. Now, our bars have gaming in there. And they made sure there was like, okay, if the bar could hold 100, you can only hold 20 now. But at least the bar was open. At least people weren't losing their jobs. At least some businesses were able to exist. And it's trickled down, okay? The guy I work for, the magazine right now, he said in the last recession, granted, the guy's probably pretty well off, but in the last recession, he said, my wife was panicking. What are we going to do? We got to stop this. We got to cancel the Netflix. He said, I'm not participating in the recession because the minute I participate in it and I let the landscapers go and I let the gardeners go and I live in this fear of not having anything, now the landscaper can't go ahead and take his kids to this thing, and that person that supplies the party supplies for the kids, now they're out of a job, and it trickles all the way down. And that's what's happening right now. Everything's trickling down to the lowest levels of everything. And that's the problem. So if I was governor, that's what I would do. And then we would consistently watch the curve. We'd consistently watch it because we'd have the best data monitoring of anywhere else in the entire world with the logistics and the technology that these gaming companies have. If the gaming companies can know exactly what you do in a casino at every waking minute that you're in there, you think they can't? Whoa! Geez, Reno, you want to explain yourself, my friend? That is incredibly generous. I am blown away. Holy cow, that is nuts. I can't believe it. Thank you so much, Reno. Wow, 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 wow. Guys, I mean, and you can also incentivize companies. Thank Reno 658 times. if you're the governor of a state, you can incentivize companies in your state. You can give them reasons to work within people in your state, within people in your country, to buy American made products, to buy and do the American made. Like, you can do all these things. You're the governor. You have the play. You have the sway. You have the swagger. But anyways, what I was saying is, you then take that. I gotta put this guy. You're done. Anthony Collins is done. See you later, Anthony. It's nice knowing you. You have the ability to do great things. Whoa, James. Alrighty, right, sweetie, calm down. Wow, I'm supposed to calm down. James, I appreciate you so much. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to calm down, so I wish you didn't pledge me $5. I appreciate your suggestions, but no. I don't know if you live here. I really love you for that. Guys, 659 thank yous to James O'Reilly. But do you live in Las Vegas, James? Because I'm pretty confident that I'm representing. Thank you, James, by the way. You're awesome. But if you don't live in Las Vegas, you might not realize that I think I represent a lot of what people are thinking right now. The only difference is I get, for some reason, a staggering 650 people to watch me talk about it. And so, yeah. That's what it is, guys. So just to finish off, so let's say a real roadmap. Here's a real roadmap for recovery. May 15th. May 15th, we start letting people go back to work at 25% capacity because we've already had the meetings with the hotels and the casinos. Thank you, Lawrence. Or Lance. Lawrence. I am blind, man. I'm telling you. Lance, thank you so much, Lance. Oh, there's a Domino. Come here, Domino. Maybe I can get Domino to come over on the camera. He's a little kitty and he wants to be happy. Come here, Domino. Oh, you're so little and you're so frail and you're so fragile. Domino attack. Thank you so much, Lance. You're awesome. Oh my gosh, look at this cat with the headbutt king. Anyways, that's where we're at. You get the casino companies, you get all the local levels, all the levels of government down there, and you make sure that everybody shares the best ideas that they have on how to track things, how long it's going to take. Watch the hospitals have better reporting than anywhere else on the planet so people know that they know what they're coming into when they do decide to come back here. Okay, slowly but surely you open up the rural areas so people come back to work and have their jobs because it trickles down. And then slowly but surely, you look at opening up the casinos after they have the technology and the tracking in place that shows that the curve is dropping. And you make them in segments, like our federal government is doing. They have 3 phases. And after the first phase, it has to be 2 weeks of reduction. Then the second phase, 2 weeks of reduction. Then the third phase. And that's not a bad place to go. That's not a bad way to do it. 52% voted Dems in Vegas. Lots of Dems in Cali moved to Vegas because they couldn't afford Cali. How is that DJT's fault? Your fellow Dems are suffering, and all you can do is divide, divide, divide. I don't know what that means. Am I dividing? I'm not sure, Vegas Mooch. I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. Seems like a great many people want the casinos and hotels to go hurting for fleas and flies with a machine gun. I know. He's not happy. But you know what, guys? There's a lot of people. That's not my father, by the way, just so you guys know. There's a lot of people that are hurting in Vegas right now. This cat's hurting, but he's loving. That's what it is. All right. I'm going to calm down now. I'm just going to sit here and pet my cat for the next 50 minutes because he's an awesome cat. How can I be angry when I have this cat on my lap? I can't. So this is what Kim says. This is how you fix it. Open places back up. If you're scared, keep home. It's as simple as that. Wash your darn hands and use common sense. Yeah, I think I know which Don Campbell this is. And now he's hidden on the channel. Bye-bye. Anyways, go away, Domino. You're too loud and vocal, and the people are yelling at you. Whew. So now I got a cat break in. People hurting everywhere, my friends. But what is it going to all come down to? Vegas Stronger, Lance says, and that's what it is. This cat is wanting food, and he's jonesing. Kitty, kitty, love you. You know what? And like I told you, my wife said we vote and we get the kind of government that we vote for. And I guess we voted for SISOLAK in mass. And I can honestly say, I didn't vote for the guy. Well, the casinos spritz us the way we get sprayed when we walk past the perfume counter. Yeah, that'll be the new thing. It'll be like, excuse me, sir, would you like a free sample? And they'll just spray you with hand sanitizer lotion. Or maybe we could take, here's some crazy ideas. Baby, what do you want? Maybe we can take the, those misting machines. Whoa! Thank you so much, Brianna. Brianna Drag Queen Slot says, so this will push us to better appoint leaders in the local and Fed. I think she's right. I think Brianna's right. I think that people might see what they're really getting when they vote for specific people based on specific promises. And maybe they'll look more at the people they're voting for. 664 likes for Brianna. This cat is really aggressively headbutting me right now. He's my little buddy. He is really happy. Look at that big old eyes. Look at that big old cat. Forget Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, liberals, independents. We're talking about people, not politics. It's all this bickering between Pelosi and Trump warriors that's beyond ridiculous. It is terrible. It is what it is. So when Vegas reopens, what can we expect? All right, so I think what we can expect is we can expect a reduced throughput of everything. Now, if you guys haven't heard, the MGM has canceled all their shows through June 30th. So that's a bummer. No more shows through June 30th. What are you doing? Look at the camera. Ow! You're not. Stop it. What are you, crazy? I'm crazy. Guys, I'm sorry. I just got to take a cat break. It calms me down a little bit. Oh, I love you, babes. All right. So then I think when this all reopens, we'll have a reduced throughput. We'll have less people here. And I think that it'll allow us to tread slower because people are scared to death about coming here right now. George Knapp's opinion is that, I don't know, somebody told me I should interview George Knapp. He's like a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist based out of Vegas. Is the eviction moratorium still in effect? Yes, Paul, I believe it is. The eviction moratorium, it's not a foreclosure moratorium. It's just that if you rent a place, you can't get evicted all the way through Governor SISOLAK'S emergency declaration. So let's say on May 15th, he lifts the emergency declaration, but oopsie, only dentists and doctors are allowed. Well, they're not going to get evicted. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate it, Paul. That's a great question. Okay, let's focus on Vegas. Let's focus on Vegas. 661 likes for Paul. Quit touching your face, but I have cat hair all over me now. REO Speedwagon is playing at the Red Rock from May 2nd to October 9th. No, they're not. But I like REO Speedwagon. But they won't be playing anywhere on May 2nd. I ain't playing nowhere May 2nd. As long as the casinos and museums are open, I'm happy. I agree with that there. Yeah, we extended our closure until May 15th. Everything's closed. The plexiglass separating players in Vegas legit. I heard that is a prototype from the El Cortez. It might be interesting. Pop music recommended George Knapp. I don't know how to reach out to anybody, and I don't know what I would ask George, but he seems like a very fascinating guy. It would seem from most of the chats and posts that there will be a dramatic period of adjustment. It isn't only Vegas. Disney World, Atlantic City, and a place of large gatherings will face this. That's what I don't get, right? When people go, I'm never coming to Vegas. Screw Vegas. I'm like, what? Where are you going to go? Da Bears. Da Bears. If you guys don't know, thank you to Bears. That's 665 thank yous. Whoa, and Michael coming in too says I'm doing a great job. Thank you, Michael. I'm a little bit concerned about this live stream, so I'm going to check a box. And the box is going to say, go unlist this when it's done. So now this will be unlisted because, yeah. Da Bears. Yeah, I don't want people to see this after. You guys can watch us after if you want. But the thing about it is that I don't like to get overtly political. And I think that it alienates people. But I have to tell you, I'm an independent thinker. And you know what? Like Bernie Sanders isn't a Democrat. He's not. He's a socialist Democrat. He had to run on the party. That's what he had to do, because in this country, you got to be one or two things. It's so stupid. Let's be honest. Bernie Sanders liked socialist things. That made him a socialist. And I can't believe I just said that on camera. I just probably killed my YouTube channel. Don't be mad at me. He said he likes the things that happened. Or he's an independent. That's my point. But he can't run as an independent. That was the word I'm looking for. But he's a socialist guy. But he can't run as an independent. So he has to, democratic socialist. There you go. That's the term we wanted to use. But he wanted to run as an independent, but you can't run as an independent. Just ask Jill Stein, who ran on the Green Party ticket, or just ask Steve Forbes years ago, who ran as an independent. Or, you can't ask him now because he's not with us, but ask Ross Perot how that worked out for him. you know, and that didn't work out too well for them. So you have to be one thing or the other. You know what I mean? So so if you have to identify as one thing for the other, because our brains have two hemispheres and we have a dichotomy, which is night and day, left and right and wrong, up and down, black and white. That's how we think in terms of. I guess that's the way we are in this country, and there's nothing you can really do about it. That's it, man. Yeah, I mean, look, Mr. Uber says Trump was an independent, has to run as a Republican. Trump, for the record, gave money to the Democrats, gave money to the Republicans, did what business people do, gave money to both sides for a number of years. Brianna, again, you are a rock star tonight, young lady. I think independents should be allowed in the debates. I think Brianna has an amazingly excellent point. And wouldn't that disrupt our democratic process a whole lot? And that would make some people really mad, because depending on who you're talking to, you talk to people who are Republicans, and they'll tell you, oh, well, that person lost me the election by running as a Green Party, or as a Libertarian, or as an independent. Or you talk to people on the other side, and they'll say that, well, Jill Stein killed Hillary's chances in this state because she ran as a Green Party candidate. And I don't know if that's not necessarily true, because most of those people don't have the amount of exposure that the money can buy from the different political parties. Brianna, you are the coolest tonight. Thank you so much. I say we form the Vegas party. Oh man, I'm sorry. Ari says that I got their blood pressure up. I just think that I had a friend, and he burst a blood vessel, got so mad at me once because I was talking about something, and I'm like, holy cow. Eric says we need term limits. We have term limits. I mean, most of our offices are term limited. You know what they don't have in Canada? They don't have term limits. So you can have a prime minister in Canada who can stay in office for 50 years if you could stay that long. It's a shame the two-party system is the only way you can win. I agree with that there. I'm surprised that you guys are really, really so like-minded like me. This is amazing. I really thought that when I said some of these things that I would lose all of you and you'd hate on me. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. You know, Stephen, Americans want affirmation, not truthful information. Indominus points something out. It's called confirmation bias. Oh, Nicole K. I feel you. I want to come to Vegas now, she says. Now. Sing it, Domino. You not going to say anything? Okay. Domino likes to talk when I talk. And also, he's a little older, and I think he's a little bit confused, and he gets a little bit upset when I yell. I'm passionate about, wow, thank you so much, Ari. I argue opening the state with so many people, and it make you feel like poo-poo, and poop emoji. Whoa, Margarita, this is the first time I've seen Margarita here. Thank you so much, Margarita. I don't know about politics. I have too many things online and too many videos, and people would just, play... Hey, can I make Domino my running mate? Steven, do you think that Carrot Top could run the Vegas Strip? No, I don't think Scott Thompson has the acumen to do much. If you know the guy, he's a funny guy, but he would make a funny candidate. Open or closed, I'm coming to Vegas in June, Brianna says. Thank you so much. Brianna, what a rock star you guys are all tonight. You're all rock stars. Wow, this is great. I'm bawling tonight. Stop yelling at me, cat. He's not going to... I want him to talk. We don't want to talk. Carrot Top keeps moving further down the strip. Before you know it, he'll be at the M Resort making puppets and props. I like Carrot Top, though. He's funny. If you ever want to just tune out, here's something I want you guys to do, okay? Can you do me a favor today? I want you guys to do me a favor. If you guys are... I was at the dollar store today, right? And... I was at the dollar store today, and there's this ridiculous thing where you can only buy 3 packages of toilet paper. Two packages. So I'm in line, and the lady in front of me, and I lost my wallet today. That's, by the way, you guys asked me why I didn't have why didn't you do a video today? I had a crappy morning. I lost my wallet. It sucks. Anyways, this is my DMV temporary license I had to get. And yes, I covered up my address and everything like that. Because I lost my wallet yesterday at some point. I went into a store, Somebody probably swiped it. I know what happened. I was paying for something, the debit card reader didn't work, and then I took money out, and I think I just left it there. And I felt like a complete jerk. And I'm running around my house ventilating this morning, and I had a thing I had to do. Oh my god, oh my god. So I called the DMV. Don't have any cards. I don't have any ability to access money. I finally got a card from my bank, and it sucked. Leonard says we need a third, fourth, and fifth party in the U.S. plus age limits. Whoa, age limits is not in the Constitution. But anyways, it was a rough day. So at the end of the day, I managed to sell a small little ad to somebody today, and I made like $60. And I was in the, yeah, thanks, Dell. I'm not raking in the money. I'm sorry, Dell. Some people get offended that I get super chats, I guess. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you so much, Leonard. And so I was in the dollar store today, and the lady at the cash register, she's telling the lady in front of me, you can only buy 2. And I could tell the lady really needed 3. So I said, oh, I'll take one of those. And the lady looks at me at the cash register. Cashier goes, are you going to buy it? Are you going to use it? I'm like, I'm going to buy it. So then the lady in front of me is done. And so then I pay for the lady's toilet paper that was in front of me. And I go, oh, miss, you forgot this. And I give it to her. And the lady at the cash register started giving me a bunch of crap. I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are you giving me crap? And she's like, I don't know. She's like, well, we need everything for everybody. I'm like, yeah, but we don't know her situation. Maybe she has 10 kids at her house and needs a lot of toilet paper. Maybe she's hoarding it. Maybe she's building a fort out of toilet paper. I don't know what her deal is, but why not? Just buy it for her. Who cares, right? You got to do something for somebody. So here's what it is. If you guys are in line at a store and you see somebody that looks like they're completely shattered and down on their luck and they're trying to buy something for $1 or $2, why don't you buy it for them? That little thing you do might be a little good thing that you do, and then they might do something else for them. Stop it. Then they might do something else nice for somebody else. Maybe that's the idea, I guess. That's a general idea. Genesis is too poor to have a toilet paper fort. That would be awesome. I made snow forts when I was a kid. But anyways, that's the thing. That was the thing. And so I did that. And the lady at the cash register had the nerve to be like, hey, you can't, like, whatever. I bought it. I paid for it. I can do what I want with it. I could buy this toilet paper and go into the middle of the parking lot, and I could light it on fire for all I care. Who cares? It is what it is. Herbert says, here's to unsolicited super chats. I never solicit anything from you guys. I wouldn't have the nerve to do so. You guys are very nice. Whoa. Don't even. Brianna Drag Queen Slots. Oh my gosh. Stop. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous. Is that your channel, Brianna? Is that your channel? Like, do you do YouTube stuff, Brianna? So, guys, thank Brianna. Brianna, I want to know if you do YouTube stuff. That is great. Was that the name of your channel? Everybody should go check out your channel. That was really nice. And if you do one little nice thing for people, that's all you got to do. That is very nice. And Steve-O, my rent is a lot more than that. I don't know if you know how much rents are in Las Vegas these days, but yeah, she's very generous. Wow, that was very nice. Thank you, Brianna. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Brianna Drag Queen Slots. That was super incredibly, just ridiculously generous. And I want to thank you and appreciate you for that. And my goodness. Oh, well, I'm going to do something right now. Let's see what I can do right now. Let's see if I can figure this out on the computer. I got a computer in front of you. Let's see here. So we'll go here. And then we're going to go to YouTube. And then we're going to go like this. And then we're going to go like this. And see here. Okay. So now we're on YouTube. And we're going to type in Brianna Drag Queen Slots. Let's find your channel and see what you're all about if you do the YouTube things. Okay, there it is. Brianna Drag Queen Slots. You got one video and 76 subscribers? And you're live? Oh, that's on 6/19. Well, you're not live until 6/19. You got to go live more often. I don't know how you're going to go live. I thought I needed to have 1,000 subscribers. Well, look, if you're going to start doing regular content, I want all you guys that are doing regular content to go and check her out, okay? Let's see who else is a Vegas YouTuber that's a YouTuber right now. So if you start doing the content, I bet you some people will watch you. So Matthew's taking the night off, it looks like. And let's see if this guy's, you guys can maybe check his channel out. This is Jason. He's live right now. He's got 76 people watching. The list of changes so far. Well, he's doing a better live stream than me, guys. He's showing you the list of changes in Las Vegas. You might want to go check his channel out too. Okay, guys? Look, there's lots and lots of YouTube love to go around. That's awesome, Brianna. You better go play some more slots, Brianna. Even if you got to play My Vegas slots on the Facebook app, you might get some. Maybe you get some surprise, some surprisers. Look at Winning It. Tracy said something homophobic. Those are not allowed here, so you're not allowed here anymore, Tracy. Sorry about that. We don't allow any ridiculousnesses like that, so you're hidden forever. Bye, Tracy. Anyways, yeah, everybody's got to be nice, guys. I don't care about anybody being like that. You know. Can I promote my friends, the Slot Cats? You just did. So the Slot Cats. Boom. I don't know them. Are they a good channel? I kind of saved that. Matthew was on earlier. Won't chat unless you super chat. But he probably has a lot of people in his chats, I'm guessing. So if he has a lot of people on his chats, he might not see your chats, guys. Matthew's live stream is the same every night. That's good. 650, wow. My Vegas apps are the best way to free stuff. That's right. Okay, so third party draws votes off the two, and they worry about that. That is true, but a strong third party. Maybe they'd all have to unite. Huh? Wouldn't that be good? You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I'm going to start producing some live streams as well for Vegas. I will contact you to see if we can have you join us via Skype or Zoom. If interested, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, my email's on the screen. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so, yeah, what I'm saying is if Matthew, I don't think Matthew's like, you must pay me to talk to me. But, you know, maybe, so Ray said he doesn't. But who knows, guys? Every live streamer is a bit different. Maybe I just have a bunch of Russian bots. I got my Russian bots. I'm like, da, go get them. Make me have subscribers. I don't know why. That's not Russian. I usually do good accents, but I'm a little congested tonight. So I got the allergies going on. What can I tell you? That's not true. Matthew talks to anyone and everyone. I'm late but happy. Boom. See, Debbie's dropping the truth for us. I don't know, because a lot of the time he's doing what I'm doing and I'm doing what he's doing at the same time. So there you go. Whoa, thanks for your nightly thanks for your nightly screams. Thanks for your nightly streams, Texan Jack Potter Slot says. Cool. Thank you so much. But, you know, Matthew talked to me. You know, Matthew answers me, and I don't pay him money. And I text him onto Instagrams. He's real responsive on Instagram. You could always text him. He seems like a really cool guy. He's got a lot of toys that I wish I had. Like, he has a better camera than me, and he's got a drone. And I'm really, jealous of his drone. He's got a nice drone. But I don't know if I want to buy a Chinese-made drone because I'm afraid of them phoning home and stuff like those Huawei phones. Boom is copyrighted. Who copyrighted Boom? And then you guys could also go over, like I said, they got The Life in Las Vegas. He does live streams. He talks about Vegas stuff. So that's good. No Arnold tonight, please. What's wrong with you? Why no Arnold? I love Arnold. Oh, God. He's fantastic. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, I can't do Arnold without doing... Oh, my God. Oh, he's fantastic. What's wrong with you? What's wrong, Cat? Why are you yelling? Stop it. Okay, Cat's not yelling anymore. Oh, man. Sup, fam? Everybody's here. I can't do the Arnold voice without destroying my voice. My goodness. It's hard. Your live stream is all I need. Well, that's cool, guys. But you should always get other people's perspectives. What kind of camera did you use to shoot your short film? PC asks. I used this GoPro Hero 7 Black. Oh my God, I left the microphone on from like 2 days ago. That's not good. I used this GoPro and for parts of it. I also used this Leica Deluxe. Deluxe, that's what it's called. It's a Leica. It's a really nice German camera. Made in Germany. And the battery is not in it, so I can't turn it on because I put the battery in the charger. And soon to be getting a gimbal for that camera so I can take better stabilized video with it. What's the drink choice of tonight? It's always water, Kissy Cat. Kermit the Frog here. Wow, that's not bad. That's the first time I ever tried to do that voice. Kermit the... Mr. Sisolak. That's not bad. Well, it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's terrible. Jacob's not MIA. Jacob did a live stream from a long time ago, but at least he's posting videos. That's good. Kermit the Frog stays sipping that tea. We've all seen the memes, guys. Oh, Jim slamming down. Jim is already on my Patreon. You guys are so generous. Thank you, Jim. Can I get how many likes? I probably only have 100 viewers. Whoa, 601 likes for Jim. And stop. Shh. Shh. Go us. That means get out of here in Visayan, which is a dialect. Vodka. Steven, make a video tomorrow, please. Yes. Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. I'm going to be doing videos tomorrow. I got an appointment at 11. I can't do a Mike Tyson impression. I can sound like that character off The Simpsons, Drederick Tatum. I think it's a fantastic person. I can't. That sucks. How do I say? Michael Tyson. I'm just little, but I weigh 400 pounds and I punch like a bull. That's terrible. It's really bad. Okay, why are you still up, Steve-O? I don't know. Are you the Steve-O from Jackass? Because I would love to interview you. And MIA means missing in action. That's what it means. So POW MIA is something that we don't take for granted here. That's prisoners of war who have gone missing in action. So if you see that black flag, it means they're honoring somebody. They're honoring all those people that went to go fight for us and just never came back. And they were presumed to be prisoners of wars, which is horrible. But it is what it is. I like to do videos in the morning, George, because then I can have a day to myself. Pressmaster1, can you wear a Canadian tuxedo? I don't have a Canadian tuxedo because I don't have a jean jacket. If you guys don't know what that is, it's it's a jean jacket and jeans and everything, and I don't even have hockey hair. Went to a candidate debate. It was the longest week of my life. Oh, Shadow 22 with the jokes. MIA is a really good song by Foo Fighters, by the way. But thank Pressmaster1 584 times. My goodness gracious me. This is ridiculous. You know, I was a half an hour cut short yesterday, so maybe I'll do an extra half an hour today. But I was supposed to be on point with Vegas, and I started off angry. And then I had this little tiny visitor named Domino come and brighten my day. So we turned it right around on a dime. Well, if it keeps saying right here, I went to Fremont Experience website. There are temporary pausing live shows. They're not going to turn those live shows on. It's done. We're done. Let's see. Do you think T-Mobile Arena will be a hub? This is really funny. I forgot to tell you this. So there's one day I'm in the Miracle Mile shops and Jacob walked past me. It was weird. That guy's like huge. He's a very tall human being. Like he's a large person. And I recognized him and I turned back. Oh, that's the guy. That's the guy. That was when my channel was still small. But that was when my channel was a lot smaller. And I was going to go back for him, but I didn't want to like bug him, because I already bugged him that one time. So that was my sighting of another Vegas YouTube blogger. And then I did see this one guy wearing his channel's shirt, and he was a very big video game channel, but I didn't want to approach him because I didn't even know who he was. And it was what it was. Celine Queen is not voting. I don't recommend you not vote Celine Queen, because if you don't vote, then you're voting for all of the candidates all at once. LA Shadow, I don't know about that. Steven, when do you think the parks will open? So right now, I don't know what kind of parks you mean, but if you come out here, you can go to the Bureau of Land Management. I don't know if that's something you mean, or if you mean city parks. SISOLAK hinted at city parks and golf courses opening back up with proper social distancing, whatever that means. Oh my gosh. I have the least comfortable chair in the world. Somebody's talking about other YouTubers and super chats, guys. I don't know about that. I don't try to compete with that. I don't ever ask you guys for anything. I try to talk to everybody. Is Jake, I'm leaving Las Vegas? Maybe he went on to better things. I don't know. Maybe he'll be the next governor, because that would be cool, because at least he'd have like a pulse on what's happening in Las Vegas, being that he lives here. Derek from All You Can Vegas is great. Yeah, he's great. Hey, guys, feel free to shout out your favorite YouTubers right here. And don't say me, because that's just ridiculous. Shoot out your favorite Vegas YouTubers right here. Who do you guys like? Okerlund, Thank you so much, Okerlund. That's awesome. 586 thank yous to Okerlund. Yeah, you guys can talk about other YouTubers here. I don't mind that. I tell you guys to go watch them to get a more balanced side of the way things work. Nothing wrong with that. YouTube scam exposers. Yeah, there's some good ones that expose scams out there. Yep. Slot Queen. There you go. Tangerine Travels. Yellow Productions guy is okay. I don't know how he affords to travel. I'm mad jealous of his travels, but that's pretty awesome. That's pretty good. Higa is in Vegas. I don't know who that is. Jerry Lewis impression. Hi, lady. So bad. Yeah, it ends up sounding like the professor from The Simpsons. Who's live in... Oh, that's so bad. One Man, One Camera. I've heard he's really good. SSBBW. I don't know what that is. Wonder Hussy always comes up. Yellow Productions. Danny702, who's now Danny Orlando, I guess. Wait, wait, hold on. I just figured it out. If Danny702 moved to LA, then she'd become Danny California. It's a song. Danny California. Never mind. You guys probably don't know the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Las Vegas Gal. Isn't that Lacey? That's Lacey, right? Las Vegas Gal is the real estate girl. Brian Christopher. He seems real nice. He texted me once on Facebook. That was cool. Ken Barry, MD. I don't know that one. I was looking for rooms in June 1st. Deals are okay, but not great. What gives? Probably just hoping that people will blindly spend their money, I guess. Yeah, I'm telling you. If Danny702 moved to LA, she'd become Danny California. It's the perfect branding. Because why? Because people would type in Danny California looking for a 702 song, and then they are looking for a Red Hot Chili Peppers song, and then they would be like, oh, this girl's named Danny California. There you go. Christopher Mitchell is a scammer in Vegas. What did he do, JR? The price you got to pay when you are picking the panorama. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't think Jacob, I don't think he seemed really busy, so I didn't bother him. I mean, I don't know. You know, whatever. Stay on topic, Vegas, Pete says. Hey, Pete, it's my live stream. I love you, though. Thanks for watching. Watch Pete's going to be like, I hate you. I'm going. I'm just kidding, Pete. But it is my live stream, and sometimes we have to go a little off topic to get back to the topic, because the way my mind goes, it's kind of like the song Across the Universe by the Beatles. Words are flowing out like endless rain into a letterbox. Sometimes that happens. Wow, 69 Camaros dropping some blast from the past with low-carb Corey. Oh, boy. Corey Groshek. That guy was an interesting fellow. Very enterprising guy. Nothing to do with Vegas in a million years because he was from Wisconsin. But that guy had a million good ideas. And I hope he's successful whatever happens to him. All the poker vloggers are going through withdrawal. I guess so, yeah. Brian Christopher is not cool. Really? He seemed okay to me. Dale McKenzie and his wife have a really good channel, Las Vegas Inside and Out. That's cool. We'll have to check them out. Woo Vegas are a cute couple to follow on YouTube. You say you want a revolution. Yeah, but if you go carrying pictures of Chairman Mao, you ain't going to make it with anyone anyhow. Boom, Brianna. I went deep on that one. Trooper 97 is always good. He covers out Raiders Stadium pretty good. Raiders 1967 is pretty good. Sister Christopher is a blank when I don't know about that. All right, guys, ask me to tell you something about Las Vegas. I'll try to tell you something about Las Vegas. Yes, and the crew was all aboard. Every one of us. Live next door. I don't know. John Wayne. Why am I seeing John Wayne a lot now? That's interesting. All right, Reno's having a good time. Going to be off for now. Press 1, so he's a true hater and a phony. I don't know about that, guys. But look, we got about 12 minutes left. If I can't get on topic, I'm not going into extra time. Best burger on the Strip is probably a toss-up between Bobby's Burger Palace and Gordon Ramsay. I've not eaten it either, but you got a fat burger, but they never cook your burger the way you like it. They just burn it and make it hard and blah. Trooper 97 might be leaving. That sucks. How about the slot channel of Rick and Prezi Maison? Never heard of them. Whatever happened to the water park? Well, it's gone, and they have 2 Wet n Wilds. There's one Wet n Wild up on Fort Apache, and there's another Wet n Wild down in Henderson, as we call it, Hendertucky. I don't know why, but one of my old bosses called it Hendertucky. I'm not sure why that is. I have to text him and ask him why. He'd like to call it that. Yeah, the Hell's Kitchen burger is probably really good. Talk about the Suncoast. We used to go to the Suncoast for the truckers special. They used to have like a $3.99 breakfast. I like the Suncoast. We got free tickets to go to a movie at the Suncoast. We saw like Final Destination 3 or something like that. That movie was intense, man. I love the Final Destination movies. But I remember it was we got them from a Blockbuster out in Summerlin. Does anybody remember Blockbuster? Yeah, Blockbuster. And they were giving away free tickets, and we got some tickets, and we went to the show, and that was at the Suncoast. The thing about the locals casinos here, guys, is that what they have is they often have like a kids quest or something inside of it. So you can go and take your kids to the hotel. You can drop them off with these professional daycare people, and you know they have like all the cool stuff for kids that's going to be outlawed, I guess, because you can't have ball pits and finger painting and stuff like that. James O'Reilly. Ah, you know, James, I love you so much, man. I just like to get riled up because I like to have my energy level high because I personally think a live stream is good with a high energy person. The meds kicked in, LA Shadow said. No, it's called being tired kicked in, guys. I lost my wallet this morning, okay? My ID is gone. My bank cards are gone. The cash that was in the wallet is gone. Everything's gone. So I had to sort out a bunch of stuff this morning, and I really didn't like that. I had to miss my video this morning. So it weighs on you when you can't do what you love. Yeah, John says, glad to hear what you really think. This will not be live on my channel afterwards. So it is on my channel. And if anybody ever says, you didn't do 21 of these in a row, I can go, boom, yes, I did. Selena is a newbie. How you doing, Selena? I hope you're doing great tonight wherever you might be. It's nice that you stopped in to see little old me talk. I was pretty fired up before. I'm still fired up in my mind, but I'm just suppressing my rage. And then eventually I'll punch a brick wall and break my hand. No, don't do that. Just do some yoga, do some deep meditation, go bench press something, whatever. Let's see here. No chain on my wallet? No, Paul, because I stopped being in a 1980s punk rock band a long time ago, so I stopped putting a chain on my wallet. That was a joke. I'm just kidding. No, it's there's no chain on my wallet. Maybe I should chain my wallet. Maybe I should get my nose pierced and put a nose piercing chain to my wallet, and then I'll chain the nose piercing to my keys, and I'll just be walking around, and I can't lose anything. Everything's hanging from my face. Yeah, Brianna was really a rock star. She has a channel. Hopefully she's going to start doing some slot videos. But she's got 76 subscribers in one video, which means that she's got more subscribers than I did when I had 5 videos. So there you go. Okerlund, how long did you have to wait at the DMV? Oh, I didn't wait at the DMV at all. Here's a hot tip for you. Hot tip. Go to Google Photos, start an account. It's free. Okay, they give you online storage. Take a picture of your license or your photo ID. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. Google Photos has this thing where you can go in and type what you're looking for. Like I could type the word cat, and it'll find every picture of cats I've taken for the past 5 years. I typed the word license because I called the DMV this morning, and I said, I really need... Baby! I said, I really need... Come here. Come on up. I said, I really need to replace my ID. She said, what's your driver's license number? I said, I don't know. And she said, well, if you can find it, then you can go on the DMV Nevada website. And you can pay $5 to get a new ID sent to you to your new address. So I went on the photos. I typed in I found the driver's license photo. Found the driver's license photo. And then I went to the DMV, registered. Within 5 minutes, I had a temporary driver's license in front of me. Big credit to the DMV. That was pretty... What? That was pretty nice of them. So that was good. So yeah, this is Domino, Denver. We call him Domino, because he's got... You are going to be a jerk, aren't you? He's got 4 dots. Oh! You are so loud for an old-timer. Yes, I know. But anyways, that's what that is. The DMV is not open anywhere in the state. He cannot jump down because he slams down because he doesn't have the dexterity, so I got to put him down. Yep, he just loves to talk. He's begging me for food. But that was my day today. I hope you guys had a better day today than me, because at the end of my day, bookended between that was making a little tiny commission at my job, literally just a few dollars. I can't even tell you. And then coming home and, you know, having this live stream. So, yeah, I hope you guys had a better day. But on the way home, I had to listen to Steve Sisolak have zero plan whatsoever. So I'm not too proud of this live stream tonight. I feel like it meandered. I feel like I should have nailed it a lot more. I feel like you guys are all rock stars and that you guys are the best people on the entire YouTube video network. And I just want to thank you guys for all of the support that you guys have given me over the time that I've been on this. It's been a short period of time. I've only been doing this in earnest since January of last year. So what's that, all of 16 months. And Life in Las Vegas said hi. That's nice because I don't believe you, but I hope you guys still watch his channel because Jason has a lot of interesting opinions on things that I can't have because I'm not him, and he has things that I say things that he can't have because he's not me. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't believe he probably said hi, but I still think you should watch his channel, and I think that people have things to say. People have things to say. Paul, thank you guys so much. Paul, you guys are great. Let's look this. This is insanity. You guys are crazy. So we got R&D saying some things. Oh, another moderator said yes to it. My moderators are finally remembering they can express their discontent towards the political leaders as long as they're not threatening violence, which would impugn my channel. Look at all this, man. You guys are insane tonight. Vegas Mooch, thank you. Denver Dahlia, Distinctively Canadian, Okerlund, Herbert Daughtry, Matt Morrissey, Paul Teitler, Herbert Daughtry, Black Cane, Okerlund, Dan Cassius, SC, JR, Evans Mom, Charles Hall, Paul Rotter, Okerlund, Ann Scott, Victor Delgadillo, Brianna Drag Queen Slots, Reno Provine, James O'Reilly, Lance Taylor, Brianna Drag Queen Slots, Paul Teitler, Dabers, Michael R., Brianna Drag Queen Slots, Nicole K., Ari Tobias, Margarita Gonzalez, Brianna Drag Queen Slots, Leonard Takix, Herbert Daughtry, Brianna Drag Queen Slots, Texan Jack Potter Slots, Jim Kentris, Pressmaster 1, Okerlund, James O'Reilly, Okerlund again, Paul Teitler, Mr. Classic TV 1980. I didn't even see you there. You snuck right up to me. And Jared Green. And I am really out of words, and my throat is sore and dry. And I appreciate all of you guys. And look, here's the thing. Whether you're a socialist Democrat or you're an independent or you're a Republican or you're a Green Party or you're a Libertarian, as long as you're giving ideas that can help the general populace and we can all take those ideas, then that's a good thing. And we can, whoa, thank you so much, Elizabeth Chamberlain. I appreciate that too. Thank you, Elizabeth. I love it. You guys are great. So as long as we can take our ideas, no matter what part we're at, and we can stop doing things that are not good for the people, then we will do better for ourselves as a group. Okay? Because we used to never have political parties, right? We used to all just be like-minded people swimming in a fishbowl in a giant experiment called America or Canada or England, wherever you're from. Whoa, Anthony Bloomquist, thanks for all the great content and updates. Thank you so much. That is nice of you. You are awesome. Celine Queen is being hidden by YouTube for no reason. Thank you so much. You guys are very sweethearts tonight. I am exhausted, fancy girl, but it's all worthwhile seeing you guys in here so I can give you some of my thoughts. But this is going to be unlisted. So if you guys want to come back to this, although I don't see why anybody would, you can always come back to this later on, but nobody else gets to see it. It's unlisted live. Unlist the live replay once the stream ends. Why not? We can do that. Okay. How many players cards did you lose? Just one, and it was from the JW Marriott. I only have to get a buffet discount. You're a better man than I, Gunjadin. I don't know what that means. What does it mean? Why don't you tell me? By the way, what's your... Whoa, Brianna. My goodness. Always remember not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your... ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. We chose to put a man on the moon not because it was easy, but because it was hard. Where is that? Where is that line of reasoning? I want that guy back. Those thoughts. Those thoughts. Like, let's do something awesome. Let's do something bigger than us. Let's do something, not just for our own benefits. What can I tell you? Let's love all Americans. Let's love all people of the world. Let's look out for everybody, no matter what they are. How's that? Okay, guys? That's it. And if you're standing in line at the gas station, or you're standing in line at the corner store, and there's somebody in line that looks like they're way worse off than you, why don't you buy them a super big gulp? Just do it. It's not going to hurt you. Not going to hurt you. Okay? You guys are great. All right, so now's the time of the video where I gotta wind it down, and I'll be back tomorrow with a regular video in the morning. We are going to unpack. We're going to unpack. We're going to decompress the SISOLAK press conference. We're gonna look at how it worked, and may the Force be with you. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, where you're my only hope. And yeah, you guys are really good, and thank you guys so much. And we're gonna go now in 3, 2, 1, click. And everybody's going over to Brianna's channel, so she is getting some viewers. Brianna, you better start making the content. Just bring out your phone and do it. Make some content. 3, 2, 1. Make what they want to see. That's the hint. Serve your audience. Serve the people. Do what they want you to do. They'll love you for it, hopefully, or whatever. Bye. Bye, guys.